Good evening, Bharat. This is Nakul Chaturvedi and you are watching N Bharat Media Network's English platform, N Bharat English. We will show you all big news of the country. Before that, take a look at the headlines. The news from N Bharat Media has profoundly affected Jalan, prompting the police administration to take decisive actions in response to the heartbreaking death of the children by sealing the hospital involved. In Sitapur, villagers along with students have earnestly submitted a request to the district magistrate, passionately advocating for their village's primary school to remain open and not face closure. In Haridwar, there is a considerable unrest among the saints who have united in expressing their strong feelings against jihadists. Various saints have conveyed that decisive measures must be taken against those who are attempting to damage the reputation of Sanatana Dharma. The Commission of India has firmly upheld its decision to carry out a special intensive revision of electoral rolls in Bihar, highlighting that documents like Aadhaar, voter identity or ration cards are not sufficient as proof of voter eligibility. A cutting-edge British fighter jet, which unintentionally became an internet sensation and the subject of numerous jokes and memes, has finally departed from an Indian airport after being grounded there for over 5 weeks. Now the news in details. A British fighter jet, the Counting Edge F-35B, which recently became the subject of humor and internet memes, has finally taken off after being grounded for over 5 weeks at an Indian airport. It's now on the way to Darwin, Australia, as confirmed by an airport spokesperson to the N Bharat Media. The jet originally landed on June 14 at Thiruvananthapuram Airport in Kerala, having been due to unfavorable weather conditions during a mission over the Indian Ocean. Unfortunately, a technical issue extended its stay, sparking curiosity and questions about why such an advanced aircraft was grounded overseas for so long. On Tuesday morning, the British High Commission announced that the jet's departure after a UK engineering team dispatched since July 6 successfully completed the necessary repairs and the safety checks, allowing the aircraft to return to the active duty. This jet is a part of the HMS Prince of Wales fleet. Although officials haven't shared the exact reason for its flight to Darwin, it's likely connected to the ongoing presence of the Royal Navy flagship carrier in the region. The Election Commission of India (ECI) recently defended its special intensive revision of electoral rolls in Bihar. They clarified that documents like Aadhaar, voter identity or ration cards alone can't be considered proof of voter eligibility. The ECI highlighted its constitutional authority to request evidence of citizenship and explained why these documents aren't sufficient on their own for voter eligibility. The Supreme Court has agreed to review the validity of the SIR and has asked that draft rules not be finalized until further notice. They suggested that Aadhaar cards, voter IDs and ration cards could serve as acceptable proof. The ECI emphasizes that its power under Article 324 of the Constitution grant it comprehensive authority over elections, including the preparation of electoral rolls, and mentioned that the list of accepted documents is meant to be illustrative rather than exhaustive. A recent development report by N Bharat Media Network has deeply impacted Jalan, prompting the police administration to take decisive measures in response to the tragic deaths of the children, leading to the hospital's closure. N Bharat Media's inquiries with the district magistrate of Jalan resulted in a promise of the thorough investigation, which has now concluded with the hospital being sealed. On Monday, an investigative team, including ACMO Dr. Arvind Bhushan and CSC Superintendent Dr. Anil Kumar Shak, commenced their inquiries into the situation. They began by collecting statements from the grieving father Ramu and his wife. The team then visited Vatsalya Clinic in Naya Patel Nagar but found Dr. Upendra absent. Naib Tahsildar Shadullah Khan also joined as an administration representative. After conducting a comprehensive investigation at the hospital, the team proceeded to seal the premises, some Ayurvedic medicines were discovered in the doctor's office. The ACMO highlighted that the doctor has a BMS degree, which permits him to prescribe only a limited range of allopathic medicines. He is not authorized to administer bottles or injections to patients or admit children. The wonderful communities of Indalokganj and Khoprela, along with eager students, have come together to appeal to the district magistrate, kindly requesting that their beloved primary school remain open. The villagers have pointed out that the student enrollment is well within the required standards, yet the school has been unexpectedly closed, causing quite a bit of confusion for both parents and children. In their heartfelt application, they shared that over 60 young learners are currently attending this primary school. The prospect of sending these little ones to other schools nearby is quite daunting. Given the distance and limited resources, closing this school could potentially disrupt the children's education and have a negative impact on their future. The villagers also highlighted that this school serves as the only beacon of the education for the communities of Indalokganj and Khoprela, which makes it all the more essential for their children's learning journey.
में पढ़े, हम कहीं अलग नहीं भेजना चाहते हैं, किसी के स्कूल में नहीं भेजेंगे हम।
तो कहाँ है के बच्चे?
ये इंदलगंज के हैं बच्चे, स्कूल खपरेला पढ़ता है, वहाँ पे के हैं बच्चे।
कौन सा ब्लॉक है?
ब्लॉक है खैराबाद।
और आप कहाँ मार्क्स किया गया है स्कूल?
सरैया में।
कितनी दूरी है उसकी?
2-2.5 किलोमीटर है।
तो क्या मांग है आपकी?
लेकिन हम सर वहाँ नहीं भेजेंगे अपने बच्चे को, हम वहाँ भेज तो देंगे, लेकिन हमारे बच्चों को रास्ते में अगर कोई दिक्कत दुर्घटना या होती है तो इसका जिम्मेदार कौन होगा? कहीं कोई किसी कारण है तो हमारे बच्चे पे अगर दुर्घटना होगी तो इसका जिम्मेदार कौन होगा?
Now the Sant community has come out openly on the incidents of disturbance that are continuously coming to the fore during the ongoing Kamad Yatra in Haridwar. Now direct allegations of a conspiracy to defame Sanatan Dharma and Kamad Yatra are being made. Senior Mahamandaleshwar Swami Yatindra Anand Giri of Juna Akhada and National President of Hindu Seva Raksha Swami Mahamandaleshwar Prabodhanand Giri Maharaj, both saints, have unanimously called such writers and jihadis and demanded strict action against them. National President of Hindu Raksha Sena Swami Mahamandaleshwar Prabodhanand Giri has spitting fire and said that the jihadis who are used to spit on Kamad earlier used to break it. Now the same jihadis are entering Haridwar in the keys of Kamadiyas and creating a ruckus due to fear of Yogi and Dhami's government. Not only Prabodhanand, Senior Mahamandaleshwar Swami Yatindra Anand Giri of Juna Akhada has also called this entire incident a well-planned conspiracy. They say that those who used to pelt stones on Kamad Yatra earlier are now afraid of Yogi's bulldozer and are disgracing Sanatan Dharma by coming up with the use of Kamadiyas. Both of the saints have the same demand that the jihadis element should be identified and given severe punishment.
कावड़ यात्रा में जो जिहाद फैलाने वाले लोग थे वो पहले पत्थर फेंकते थे और कावड़ को खंडित करते थे, कावड़ पर हमला करते थे। अब वह जिहादियों ने अपना टेंट बदला है, कावड़ यात्रियों के वेश में कावड़ में घुस करके पुलिस प्रशासन के साथ दंगा करते हैं, कावड़ यात्रा को डिस्टर्ब करते हैं, बदनाम करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और लेकिन वो कावड़ यात्रा को अनेकों प्रकार से करते हैं। उन्होंने पता लगा है कि उन्होंने कांच कावड़ यात्रा में डाला है, कहीं चिकन डाला है, तो उन्होंने तरीका बदल दिया है।
कुछ अप्रिय घटनाएं हुई हैं। ये वास्तव में एक सुनियोजित षड्यंत्र है। जो लोग पिछले कुछ वर्षों में कांवड़ यात्रा को बाधित करते थे, कांवड़ यात्रा पर हमला करते थे, पत्थर फेंकते थे, आक्रमण करते थे, अब उत्तर प्रदेश योगी आदित्यनाथ की सरकार के बुलडोजर के भय से वो ऐसा नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो उन्होंने दूसरा रास्ता अपनाया है और वह कांवड़ को बदनाम करने के लिए, सनातन हिंदू धर्म को बदनाम करने के लिए कांवड़ियाओं के भेष में आकर उपद्रव कर रहे हैं, तोड़फोड़ कर रहे हैं। हमारी सरकार से मांग है कि इस तरह के लोगों की पहचान उजागर हो और कड़े से कड़े कार्रवाई इस प्रकार के लोगों पर होनी चाहिए।
Keep watching and Bharat Media Network.